Hello, my name is Lee from Lee's Temple. It has been a minute since I've posted tarot readings to YouTube, so bear with me as I gain my footing again. A lot has changed since the last time I uploaded a video. The way I connect with spirit is different. The way I want to, engage with the collective is different. So again, just please bear with me as I figure out what works for me and you all. So this will be a tarot reading for earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the upcoming full moon in Capricorn on the 13th. I identify as an intuitive reader, so I'll pull some cards with some set questions I have, and whatever comes up, I'll attempt to interpret for you. Please take what resonates and just feel free to leave what doesn't. Like I said, I'll ask a couple of questions first. The first one being just to tap in what energy you may be experiencing during this full moon cycle, what energy may be coming in to greet you, things that you may need to release during this full moon. Capricorn is all about long-term structures, long-term relationships and dynamics, particularly in this case since the full moon is conjunct to Pluto, what no longer is serving your highest good, what no longer is serving your well-being, your healing, your pleasure. And so I'll ask for guidance on what needs to be released, and also ask for advice on ways to find grounding energy during this cycle, how to build stability for yourself, how to heal yourself during this time, because if you're releasing a lot of things or energies or people's and structures, you're gonna make sure that you need to replace it with care, self-care, self-love, so you don't feel drained or emptied after this cycle. At the end, I will just ask general questions or ask for general guidance from the collective or ancestor spirit. Again, just please take what resonates, leave the rest. I am trying to figure out how to incorporate my own spiritual beliefs into these readings. I'm very much pro Black liberation first, but also liberation of everyone, figuring out how to heal from unhealthy structures and dynamics that are ingrained in our society from white supremacy. So again, if you don't jive with these messages, again, feel free to just throw the reading out the window. But otherwise, all right, let's get started. So again, this will be a reading for the full moon in Capricorn on the 13th for earth signs, moon rising, or Venus, whichever resonates with you. So let me get connected first. Okay, here guys. Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn. What energies might be greeting them? This Capricorn full moon. First card I pulled is the Devil card. So right off the bat, this may be connected to Capricorn energy. This is Earth sign reading, but also it's a chance to investigate areas in your life that you find restriction or that you restrict yourself, whether that's through doubt, anxiety, staying in a job that you know no longer brings joy to you, or staying in a relationship that's not healthy. And investigate these areas in your life, and really be honest with yourself about what's holding you back, even if it's yourself. Also trust yourself to make these decisions. Trust yourself to be okay on the other side of the release. I'm also getting the message that it's important to remember to have fun. I am pro pleasure activism, particularly for Black and brown folks. There are a lot of systems and structures that are in place to deny us joy, to keep us in the mindset of scarcity. And I think the Devil card reminds us that it's important to break free from these systems and structures that attempt to steal our joy, which is a birthright. So again, the Devil card is here to invite you to investigate areas in your life that bring restriction, bring limitations, and that can be external, internal, and also invite you to manifest joy and pleasure into your life and trust yourself to experience pleasure. Tell yourself that you are deserving of it. I mean, don't go overboard, restrict yourself when you feel like, if anything ever makes you feel like you're out of balance, you're not stable, then tap into your intuition to know when you need to scale back. But overall, trust yourself through this process of releasing and of manifesting. Okay, so let's see what else might be coming in for my earth signs. Let's see. Already at 5 minutes. Okay. Pulled the 9 of Pentacles. I love to see it. Let me see what comes in. Again, I'm getting the word stability. I'm getting the word self-fulfillment. Again, what is it that brings you joy? What makes you feel balanced when the external is a little bit chaotic? I'm hearing put energy towards yourself during this full moon. Release whatever attempts to distract you from what is important to you, to the things that you care about. Don't feel bad about taking time to be with yourself, to nurture yourself. You know, the people who really care about you will understand and allow you to have that time for yourself. And again, trust in your ability to manifest what it is that you need. Trust that you will have the resources that you need. And if you feel like you don't, look towards areas where you can network in your community. Mutual aid is very important right now. It's always been important, but it's essential right now. Get to know your neighbors and form those relationships. I'm sorry, that really doesn't have anything to do with 9 of Pentacles other than building stability, but that message came through. Let me see. Let me pull something. What else am I getting? Ooh. I also, sorry, I wanted to fly out extra. I also pulled the 10 of Pentacles. This is definitely earth energy with all the pentacles and the double card, which is sort of more of like the material world, family, foundations, finances, and things like that. So I'm getting, if some of you have been worried about finances, don't. And I know that's really hard to say. As someone who is also recovering from scarcity mindset, I think I'll always be. It's essentially connect with whatever spiritual source that you believe in, and ask for help during these times. Ask to be led to financial opportunities that are in alignment with your highest good and with your soul path. You know, start making plans now to figure out what it is that you need to be stable in the upcoming months. Again, start networking with your communities. And start forming ways to build stability as a collective and to share resources, whether that looks through bartering or whatever that may be. But with the 10 of Pentacles saying that it's all going to be okay, do not let finances stress you out at this time. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's really important. It could, for some of you, I'm getting that the additional stress can impact your immune system, which it's really important to be taking care of yourself and being healthy. Always, but especially at this time. So make sure that you are controlling your nervous system and not worrying, more than you're relaxing is what I'm getting. And just trust that everything is going to be okay, that you will have what you need always. And that you will always be able to provide for yourself and your loved ones. And accept help when it comes in. Okay. We're going to move on to what may need to be released or let go of at this time. Let me see. I pulled the Emperor card. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that maybe certain systems or structures that you're a part of that are no longer serving your highest good. And for me, that means if it makes you feel unhealthy, if it makes you feel stressed all the time, if it makes you feel out of balance, then it's time to let it go. And it's time to create new ways of being for yourself that feel authentic to you. Maybe it means quitting your job, which I know is scary, but starting your own business, or going to another job that the schedule is a little bit more flexible, or going to a job where, just keeping job and work, which makes sense with this being earth sign reading. I'm sorry if that doesn't resonate for all of you. But going to a job that respects you and cares about your well-being. And again, I'm coming back to creating new ways of being, creating new rituals that build up your health, creating new rituals that invite pleasure in. Maybe that's you taking a walk every day, you starting a garden, you starting to paint, whatever it needs to do, make it a lifestyle choice, something that you do regularly to help build you up. And in authentic ways. And I'm also hearing go for it. Whatever it is, tap into fire energy in any way that looks like for you. It could be, you know, burning something over the full moon and releasing doubt, releasing insecurity, releasing blockages, or doing candle magic to help you connect to this creative energy that's coming in. But like after you do the releasing of this new moon, you're going to come on the other side feeling re-inspired to start something. That could, like I said, that could be a new job, it could be a new lifestyle choice, it could be new rituals, whatever it may be. Just go for it and don't allow doubt and insecurity from that double card to stop you. You can be your own blockage sometimes. Okay. All right, what else may need to be released at this time? Yep, I pulled the full card. For me, it's like release doubt. You might not have everything planned out right now. You might need to just take that leap of faith and go for it, whatever that may be. It may be a new relationship, new job, again, new lifestyle choice, and tap into the energy of like the inner child. What excited you when you were younger? What type of play rituals did you do when you were younger? You know, and we grow up sometimes and we forget to have fun, and that was the message at the beginning. Don't forget to have fun, and just again, yeah, just make fun your priority actually right now. Right now might be the time to actually rest and reconnect with yourself and with your intuition and with your inner child, and release anything that gets in the way of those things. And when you've done the releasing on the other side, just take that leap, tap into the energy of the Emperor and go for it. And trust that your spirit guides and your ancestors have your back. Trust that your community has your back and your loved ones have your back. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I'm going to ask for advice for how you can ground yourself during this time. Okay, let me see. Grounding, some care, find stability in the middle of all of this releasing. How can my earth signs? Pulled the Hangman card, and it came out in reverse, but we'll see if that's how I want to do it. So, Hangman. During this full moon, it may be essential that you take time and be with yourself. I got that with the message came up when I pulled the 9 of Pentacles or 9 of Coins, is that you're really going to need to take this time to really kind of isolate, honestly, and meditate, because you're going to be receiving a lot of messages about what's no longer working. And this is a form of shadow work, and shadow work requires a lot of energy. No one really talks about that. It also requires a lot of care. Make sure you're nurturing yourself, making sure you have nutritious meals nearby, make sure you're drinking a lot of water, doing whatever it is that brings, just nurture yourself, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I can talk a lot and really fast, sorry. But anyways, let's back to the Hangman. Maybe we're receiving a lot of messages in and seeing things in a new light. This could be about, I'm getting about certain dynamics or situations that may have been impacting you for a long time, and a new information may be coming in and you're realizing, oh shit, I've been seeing this all wrong, or you're finally waking up to what's been impacting you in hard ways. And it's this energy or this information might show you actually what it is that you need to be releasing specifically for you. And this new perspective is bringing in a new shift. And I think that this is going to be the kickoff for that Emperor and the full energy. I'm also hearing for some of you, be very intentional about the information that you are bringing in from the news, from other people, and just really be protective of your energy at this time. But again, for other you might be receiving information that's going to shift the way you fundamentally think about something. So give yourself time to process this information, to really take it in and to connect with your intuition, to figure out what this means for you moving forward. Okay. Some other advice for... Sorry, I got the 3 of Pentacles. What I'm getting here is after you take the time to be with yourself, seek advice from some trusted loved ones and friends. I guess loved ones, friends are loved ones, so sorry. Just seek advice and care from loved ones. The shadow work that you might be going through, the shifting of ideologies or fundamental beliefs that you're going through, you're going to need care, and that all of that can come from yourself. It's really important that you find people who you trust, who care about your well-being, that you can share these experiences with. And I think moving forward, it's going to be interesting to see how you co-create new systems and structures of care with your loved ones, and what that looks like, what sharing information, what sharing and expressing emotions looks like for you and your family and loved ones moving forward. I think that's going to be part of this this shift moving forward, of like, we have to change how we communicate with each other, we have to change how we care about each other, we have to change how we work with each other in authentic and caring ways. That's completely different a little bit from what I'm saying earlier, but it's just the message that I'm getting, is that this is going to be part of the next initiation stage for you. Okay, so let me try to give a general overview of what I got. So first I pulled the Devil card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, which was basically telling me that it is time to investigate areas where you restrict yourself, or that external forces restrict you. Release what no longer feels good. Honestly, it's as simple as that. Trust yourself to build new ways of being. Trust yourself to, one, take care of yourself, because you can. You have that ability. Allow yourself to experience pleasure and joy, whatever that needs to look like for you, as long as it's between consenting adults. Whatever you want to get into it. Trust that you can create stability for yourself, and that you'll have all the resources that you'll need. Get to know your neighbor, get to know your communities, establish ways of working and being with each other that's authentic, and care is at the center of it, through bartering or mutual aids, whatever that needs to look like, and just trust the process and know that you'll be okay. Your ancestors' spirit has your back. With the Emperor card, the Fool card, I'm getting that after this releasing period during the full moon, it's going to be time to go. It's going to be time to create new ways of being that feel authentic to you, and that manifest well-being, that manifest authenticity. And you might not have everything planned out. You might be a little afraid to go ahead and jump, but message from Spirit is go for it. Whether that's, starting that garden, starting a new job, going on a date, whatever it may be, go for it, as long as it feels good in your gut. Connect with your intuition first and go from there. With the Hanged Man and the Three of Pentacles, what I'm getting is that you're going to need to take time, though, to be with yourself for a little bit, process the new information that's coming in for you, process the releasing process that you're going through, because you might be receiving new downloads, new insights that change the way you fundamentally think about something. So give yourself care during that time, and afterwards reach out to your trusted loved ones and share this experience with them, and co-create new ways of healing with each other, co-create new ways of working with each other, that are outside what white supremacy systems have really taught us, which is basically individualism, and that we don't really need anyone else, and that we're supposed to work hard by ourselves and achieve everything by ourselves. That's a lie. We are tribal people. We are meant to work in collaboration with each other. So now might be the time to figure out what that looks like for you. And if you've already been doing that work, good job. Figure out how to share it with others. All right. That being said, I'm going to pull a few cards just for a general message of advice or insight that wants to come in from Spirit for the Earth Signs Collective, Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Okay, so what does Spirit have for me? Spirit, not for me, sorry, for the collective, for the Spirit. Cool. Four of Swords and the High Priestess card. Okay, so I'm getting from some of you that you're laying up in bed at night, just being anxious, overthinking certain scenarios, being like, I don't understand everything that's happening, what's going on right now, just like hamster wheel, spinning. With the four, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, let me make sure I got that right. Four of Swords, what I'm getting is a time for rest. It's a time for you not to honestly do anything right now. Take a break, take a pause. It's really needed, because if you don't, your health might be impacted by it. You may be blocked from certain opportunities because you're not. Make rest a ritual is what I'm hearing. Not just something you do during the full moon, something that you do weekly, daily if needed. And the High Priestess card is telling me that things are going on in the larger field that you don't even know about right now. You know, just trust that spirit, ancestors, source has your back and wants the best for you. Trust, and most importantly, trust your own intuition. Don't listen to, figure out the difference between anxiety and intuition. What is your gut saying versus what is your anxious brain saying? I feel like once you rest and take care of yourself and nurture yourself, it's going to be a lot easier to discern what's for you versus what isn't for you, and discern certain messages that are coming in. So overall, again, really, really, really please take the time for rest. Make it I'm getting a little serious right now, make rest a ritual, and reconnect. Use this time also to reconnect with your intuition and just to trust and divine. Whatever it is that you believe in, just trust. And start making those connections and talk, whether it's getting an altar or praying when you get up, whatever it needs to be in, figure out ways to connect with your intuition. So, okay, Earth signs, I hope you take time this full moon for rest and releasing and to reconnect with spirit and with your collective communities. Now, I hope some of this resonated. If it did, leave comments below. I will bring a link to my website or to my Instagram if you wish to view other content that I make. I also make sometimes horoscopes for the transits. I have a newsletter and also have some products that I sell on there. But again, please reach out to me with questions and comments. Blessings and abundance.